It's Michaela. Hi again for a Wednesday update. So we are here in the car as we update. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
First things first, we do have a date confirmed for our free spin training. It's actually an instructor certification. I've had some people ask questions that thought it was just an instructional based on the computer bikes, but actually it is a certification training. So if you're interested, the program is derived from the usage of the computers on the bike, so that element will be discussed within the training, but it's an actual certification training to become an instructor for spin. So it's May 20th and spots are filling up quickly, so if you haven't told me already that that's something that you want to do, get your name on the list. Okay. Another thing that we have in our management meeting yesterday, Cole asked that all of the members of our team go onto Google and fill out a Google review on Mesa Fitness, and not only give us the certain amount of stars, but also write a comment about the gym. What we're trying to do is, right now, since Mesa Fitness isn't a recognizable name, they're trying to, whenever you flood with reviews online, it brings the search engine, makes it easier for people to find the gym whenever they're searching for a gym in our area. So if you could do that, what he's going to do is create a raffle type scenario. So everyone that leaves a comment, he's going to do a little drawing and give away a Starbucks gift card.
And so because they're doing that, I feel like we have to do it. So now we're jumping on the bandwagon.
Absolutely.
So if you would, while you're on Google, do Mesa Fitness and then do Gold's Gym Clifton and do the same thing. Just the Google review, and again with a comment. And also what's nice about the Google reviews is if you have any photos from launches, from just you and another instructor, you can actually add those to your review as well and post them, and it'll show in the photos there, which is kind of a cool thing because then it has a bunch of photos of GGX, and we like to flood.
And don't
flood
leave
into
a bad
GGX.
review. If you've got negative feedback, please come see us.
Yes.
But don't leave it on there, or the management team will see it, and it would not be the way to communicate issues that you have with the gym. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Another item that we want to talk to you guys about is right now, this time of the year can really be challenging as an instructor. I know my ego can sometimes be a little bruised when you walk into a class to teach and your numbers are half of what they typically are. I just want you guys to know, yes, we have an expectation as far as numbers go. We always want to push you guys to try and continuously build your class, but please don't let it get in your head. You are all amazing instructors, or there's no way that we'd put you on the schedule. If you do want to talk about how to build your class numbers, please set up a time to meet with either Michaela or I, but never question your talent, because this is the time of year where I know I question myself sometimes, and so I feel like if I'm doing it, then I'm sure other people are as well. So let's talk about it instead of feeling defeated. All right?
Yeah, your numbers are not necessarily a direct reflection of how you're coaching or what your teaching is. It's honestly, it's 80 degrees in April.
We've got some serious competition.
Yeah, we're gonna take a
I'm
hit.
not gonna lie, I've been running every morning, so I'm guilty of stepping a little bit away from the gym as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't let it get in your head. Promise us that that you'll come speak to us if you're questioning your abilities. I really need you guys. In our last update, we talked about how that evening block for us is going to shift from 5:40 back to 5:35 and 6:45 back to 6:40. Really need you guys to start announcing that in the evening classes. Every time I've announced it lately, they seem really surprised, excited about it, but surprised. So the more communication that we can have about that, the better. And I'll have posters going up today to express that change as well.
Launch week! Yay! Launch week, we are tentatively planning for the last week of June, which would be June 26th. We're hoping that that means that everybody's still in town because you haven't left town for the 4th of July yet and haven't really started that whole vacationing time of year. Although, if you will be out that week, just let us know ahead of time.
Yeah.
But we would tentatively like to look at that week for launch week, which may help you plan your summer as well. So if you know you're going to be gone that week, just give us a little shout out. Let us know. But
And we say tentative because we want to be flexible with that.
Yeah.
If you tell us that 90% of our team's going to be gone,
Yeah.
we'll probably just launch.
Change
But
it.
right now, plan on those dates unless you hear otherwise. And we just want to give you the most amount of notice we possibly can.
Okay, so this one's a little difficult. It's how to best handle member concerns. And something that we've talked about several times amongst each other, just as regular instructors, not as even a manager, is what do you do when somebody comes to you and complains about the equipment, the pool, the spin bikes, those kinds of things. And it's easy, I think, to feed into that because we're trying to connect with the member. We're trying to say to them, I know where you're coming from. I feel it too. But there's a point where instead of connecting, we're feeding it. And we need to be able to shut down that negativity. And if you don't feel comfortable in that situation, you don't have to put yourself there. You can say, I'm going to give you Michaela's name. I'm going to give you Trey's name. And I'd like you to discuss this with them. And that is absolutely fine. Just make sure when we're talking to them, we're not fueling the fire. You just need to be, it's a fine line to walk between sympathizing or empathizing with somebody and egging it on. So it's an odd place to be as an instructor. And if you have questions about it or scenarios that you say, okay, this happened, I didn't know how to handle it, come talk to us. We'll help you with that. And it may be something that we need to, look at as well that we weren't aware of, that a member's telling you and we don't know. So always feel free to throw our names out there and say, hey, talk to Michaela, talk to Trey. They need to address it, and that's fine.
Yeah, the goal is to not create more chaos. So absolutely, please use this as a tool. And it's happening in several different areas.
Yeah.
So just be mindful.
And it may get more as there's construction here and then construction in Clifton. It may increase.
Yeah.
So just be aware.
And right now, on that note, because we're doing so much construction right now and taking down logos, I know things are getting a little bit behind in the gym. Just please have patience. So you might have a little bit more member concerns. Still absolutely bring items to our attention, but if they don't get resolved lickety-split, just know that we're doing the best we can, okay? iPhone accessory.
Oh, okay, so this happened today. That's why we're bringing it up. Anybody who has an iPhone 7, you know that at the bottom of your little iPhone 7, now there is no headphone jack, so you have to have that little, I think they call it like a dongle or something.
We call this not cool.
That's
Apple.
not cool. So you have to have that little attachment that fits in there. Well, in Clifton, I had bought one that was just a generic. However, Talene unfortunately discovered today that because of the new update that Apple has done, it is no longer compatible. It will play for about 4 to 5 minutes and allow you to use it for that long, and then it shuts down and says it's not a compatible accessory. So I've purchased an Apple one for Clifton, but if you are an instructor with an iPhone 7 and you know that's an issue, make sure you have your Apple little dongle with you at all times. Your
Is it called a dongle?
I believe it's called a dongle. Yeah. I know it sounds foul. So make sure you have your Apple accessory. Don't try and get one that's not Apple right now because apparently Apple is conspiring against the universe. So that's what it is.
I suppose I need to be looking to purchase a dongle as
You
well.
need a dongle. Everyone
I will
needs
be
a
doing
dongle.
some dongle research this afternoon. Okay. All right. I think that's all we've got for you today. Thank you.
Thank you.
We
Have a
appreciate
great
your
day.
time.